Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is officially episode number 3 of our Halloween kind of collection of videos this year. So we're going to start off with showing you guys the colours. So for today we've got 3 colours. We've got a beautiful orange, we've got a white from Cloud Beauty, the orange is from Vanillisa, beautiful white, and also we have a black. So fairly simple, just standard colours for Halloween, nothing too crazy. I'm just going to show you the black. I don't know why I'm showing you because it's black. So now it's time to apply our base colours. So for today's set, we are going to have 2 white nails, 2 orange and 1 black. So the white nails themselves are not going to stay just white for the whole video. We are going to ombre those nails. So I decided to kind of be a bit sneaky and kind of make my life a little bit easier. So I decided to just put down the base down, which will also help me make the orange pop a little bit later, and that way I won't also have to put a load of layers of white to bring out the white colour either. So we've got 2 orange. We will do some stamping in today's video, and we will be doing some hand painting spider webs. So we've got a bit of a mixture of everything really. We've got glitter, hand painting, stamping, crystals, ombres. We've got the whole lot today, but I feel like although there's a lot of different things going on when it comes to creating it, I don't think it's that much in your face. It's a fairly subtle but very Halloween-y kind of set. So once I'm happy with this set, I am going to pop it into the lamp, and then I will apply the second layer off camera. Here we go, second layer, and of course we are going to sugar. So to bring in the black in today's set, because we will be doing some black spider webs and we will have some black stamping, I thought it would be best to kind of pick up some black glitter. So funny enough, I probably would have never picked up a black glitter initially to buy, but when I was buying it on AliExpress ages ago, I could not stop but stare at it because it looked so beautiful on the website, and I'm so glad I did. And it's actually become one of my most picked up glitters. Even though it's black, it's got this very beautiful rainbow reflection to it. It's absolutely gorgeous and I love it. I do have just a simple matte black kind of fine glitter, but this rainbow one just hits different. It's definitely a go-to for me. So now it's time to ombre. So one white nail is going to have the orange at the bottom, the other one is going to have the orange at the top. Please ignore the blue on the sponge. I was trying to be as efficient as I can with the sponge and just use both sides. I'm using gloves, so I won't end up actually touching any gel polish, so I was trying to be efficient, especially as I'm running out of my sponges. So I'm getting a bit worried, so I need to place another order before I completely run out and there will be no more ombre sets. I have a few pre-made, so I won't be able to film them either for you guys, so I need to be quite efficient now. So I usually like to sprinkle some clear acrylic on my ombre, so I'm only going to show you one bit of it. I do repeat that same process for about 3 times, maximum 4, until I'm happy, and that's it. So whilst that's curing, we can start with our stamping. So there's this little image that I loved. It says trick or treat on there. There's a little spooky house, some bats and some trees on there, and I felt like it would be literally the perfect one to stamp on this nail. So initially, actually, this nail was supposed to be white, so I painted it white and I did a stamp on it, but the white just did not match up with the set. It was just too bright and just made you kind of distracted from the set. So I ended up scrapping that nail and changing it to this one, and I couldn't be more glad that I did. So the plate is from AliExpress. I'll have that linked in the description. I'm using my clear jelly stamper, absolutely love it, along with their clear jelly scraper, and I'm using some Born Printy stamping polish, which is amazing. Highly recommend it, definitely. So we're going to basically double stamp that image, but I'm only going to pick up the little bat and this kind of almost star looking little detailing that's left on there. So I'm going to get rid of everything else, and I'm just going to fill in the top, because even though the nail itself is smaller than my usual stiletto nails, there's still a little gap at the top where I didn't fully cover. But now that we've added the extra little bats and stars, it just looks like a one full image, nothing missing. So here it is in all its glory. I love this set so much. I love how amazing it looks, and I'm so into these new shaped nails. I just feel like they're so fun to work with when it comes to stamping. I do love a stiletto for a bit more of maybe foil nails and crazy crystal placements and whatever else I end up doing, or even some 3D flowers that I do sometimes. So those are my go-to for those kind of things, but I highly recommend playing about with some shorter nails first if you want to get into stamping, in case you are also a stiletto kind of girl like me. So now that everything has been done, our ombre nails are looking fresh. And as you can see with me applying the top coat, they just become so smooth and amazing. And the blend looks great. And I am applying my matte top coat from Venalisa. So when it comes to the stamping nail, I was trying to be very difficult because my most recent autumn video, like the autumn set that I've done, which was basically mainly a stamping set, ended up smudging everywhere, but this one didn't, so I don't know what was going on that day. Maybe I didn't let it dry for long enough, who knows. But the whole set is all nice and cured, so now it's time to do our spider webs. So I'm using some Glitter Bells Unbelievable gels. They are amazing. You get a load in a pot, an absolute load, and I don't think I will ever finish a pot. Maybe I will if I'm a matte. I mean, you could use them as a natural polish, so they're not meant for touching your natural nail. They're meant for more, I think, nail art or going on top of a extended nail, for example, or a base coat, anything. But I use mine just for nail art, and I mainly pick up the black. I do have at least 5 different colours from there, if not more, but you know, the black and the white are always the go-tos, especially the black. So yeah, and I highly recommend them for nail art. The consistency of them is amazing. It's very easy to work with. They don't float about or move about. They're not liquidy. They're literally just about right for nail art, which is great. So that's what I'm going to do, and as you can see, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines coming from one side of the nail. And then I'm just going to do these little slanted lines connecting each line together, and that way we can very quickly and easily create a little spider web. So for the other ombre nail, we're going to do a similar effect, but we're going to flip the spider web on the other side. So for this nail, since it's on the right, we are going to flip it and do it on the left on the other nail, repeating exactly every single step that I've just done here. So at some point I do end up going off camera with this nail because something wasn't right. I didn't think I liked something in there, so I ended up actually getting rid of a bit and redoing that bit. So I did that quickly off camera, and I believe the other nail I did either mostly or fully on camera, but as you can see, it's very repetitive. You just keep repeating the same process. So another amazing little tip with the Unbelievable gels are that they cure tack free, which is another reason why I decided to pick it up and incorporate it into today's design, because I really wanted a matte background, but I wanted the detailing, the nail art on top to be glossy. So yeah, that's why I got it, and I decided to cut out the other nail. So sorry you won't be able to see that, but like I said, it's very repetitive. I thought I ended up leaving it in, but clearly not. So whilst they are curing, and you have to remember, cure it for at least a minute, they require a much longer curing time. Now it's time for some crystal placements, and I think I did a very similar crystal placement just like this one in a recent video or an upcoming video. I don't know which way I'm going to upload it around. But I absolutely fell in love with it, so I had to recreate it again. I just kind of decided to switch around the crystal, which kind of crystals I'm using. So I'm still using here some AB, we're using some opal, but in a moment, I think rather than placing, I think I did like a teardroplet, I'm putting this little, I don't actually know how to call this crystal, but this big one right in the middle there, the AB crystal. And I'm not sure, yeah, let me know in the comments if you know what kind of shape that is. I don't know if I knew it or if I just completely, it just went out of my brain, but it's beautiful and I love it. So we are basically just mixing up some AB and some opal, which is amazing. I love the combination there. I do go ahead and after off camera kind of straighten up the crystals, center them as much as possible. I will then pop it into the lamp. There it is, oh beautiful. And now here it's cured and all nice and straight. So now I'm going in with a nail art brush dipped into some Macart Rhinestone glue gel, which is what we use to apply these crystals on there already. And I'm going to try and place just a tiny little bit in between the crystals and then place some caviar beads in there. And it's definitely a needed touch. It really does complete the look and give it such a beautiful little touch, really. I love it. I love doing caviar beads. Very fiddly, can be time consuming, but I highly recommend them. And when I also first started with my little pot in the background, I thought I would run out of them really quickly based on just how much of them I was using, but I didn't actually, which is great. I'm still running on the very first pot I got. I already restocked. I already have like another 4 pots because I was worried. But yeah, they last a long time. They might not feel like it or look like it, but trust me, this one little pot is going to last you a long time. A long time, unless you literally use a bunch every day. So you could say, let's say one of these sets a day for me, and that's, you know, lasting a long time. So in between all those crystals, but also I decided to place 2 in the little line underneath the very last little AB crystal on that nail. And then I'm also going to straighten them up, push them right in between those crystals where possible, and then pop that one into the lamp. And that'll be final. And here I just quickly wanted to show you guys those spider nails. This is what they're looking like together. They don't have to be too symmetrical because they won't be next to each other. No one will notice. And here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.